Okay, I wanted to talk about Nick Cannon, a TV personality singer who goes by the name of Nick Cannon, who is this week being deemed as racist because he painted his face white. As a black man, he painted his face white and he pretended to be white. This makes you racist. How? How exactly does painting your face white and talking like a white man make you racist? And vice versa, if I was to paint my face like a black man and talk like a black man, how would that make me racist? I've seen many movies like Silver Streak with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder where this is... and it was fucking hilarious. I believe as long as it's used in a comedic way and it's not about outrightly being racist, like as long as you don't turn around and call someone the N-word or, you know, any kind of racist remarks like that in a serious manner, it can't be deemed as racist. This is the way I feel about it anyway. He basically posted a photo on Instagram where he was dressed as whiteface and he's trying to promote his music, which is called White Party People, and all of a sudden he got a massive shitstorm coming his way simply because he sounded like Keanu Reeves out of Point Break movie. This is it. If a black man paints his face white and he sounds like a surfer, hey dude, you know, it's just classic. It's like Keanu Reeves out of Point Break, the exact way he sounds. It just sounded bang on like him. I watched the clip about 15 times and every time he said it, it had me in stitches. I found it absolutely hilarious. I don't see anything whatsoever that is racist about this. The thing that I think's happened here is race baiting. That's what's going on. Race baiting has been going on for fucking years. I can't see it ever stopping. But all it is a bunch of... First off, you've got a combination of, let's say, the PC brigade, arseholes who've got nothing better to do with their time. So they go on the internet and they try and race bait and stir up shit for people. Then you have the media, who are just as bad. The media will stir up any bullshit to take your minds off of what's going on in other countries and wars, what's going on. It's all a load of hyped up bollocks. There's nothing racist about it, in my opinion, whatsoever. I don't get why so many people are getting upset about this, considering he was only playing a character. You know, like if you watched a movie, or if you went to a theatre to watch a show and you see someone play a character. Sometimes they dress up, sometimes they put on an act. They might paint their face a different colour or, you know, look different in a movie for a certain role. It's just a character. And just because they might put on a different accent, how does that make them racist? I don't get where racism comes into this in any way. I mean, I've watched shows like Chappelle's Show. He played a white guy in it, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I think Dave Chappelle's a genius, a classic comedian. For what he's done in the first two series of that TV show. And I don't consider him to be racist in any way. It's just an act. But the thing that pisses me off most is most of the people who are complaining about this kind of thing or are saying it's racist, the same people go and watch movies all the time where there's plenty of racial incidents in them, or where someone comes out with racist remarks and they probably don't even bat an eyelid at any of that that's going on. Or they might go there's lots of people who go to see stand-up comedy shows where you might have a black comedian or a white comedian using race as a card in one of their acts. And most people sit there and laugh it off. But then they'll come home, they'll see one thing on the internet like this and they'll get all butthurt and upset about it. Okay, so I'm going to read a couple of comments which I've actually seen on the internet to you now. I just want to point out, I believe that Nick Cannon, it was obviously meant in a comedic way, as a comedian, as a joke. It shouldn't be took seriously. That's how I perceive it anyway. This guy's got a completely different attitude. I, for one, hope there is a big backlash against him and he is made to publicly apologise for being such a racist. Now let me clarify something. Normally, I couldn't care less. This wouldn't have normally bothered me. But these black people make such a big issue out of it when a white person does this. It's about time we fight back and play the racism card back on them. Then in big full caps, down with Nick Cannon, the racist. Really? You're going to take that fucking road? And this is all you're going to get. You're going to get a bunch of white racists. And this is what you're going to have. It's just going to be a bunch of white people being keyboard warriors for the fucking day. And it's not people who really give a shit about what Nick Cannon said or what Nick Cannon's fucking done. It's a bunch of just straight out racists who'll jump on a story, the whole race bait story, just so that they can be racist and they can continue their little fueled rage of bullshit. That's all it is. It's a load of hyped up bullshit. Okay, here's a few racist ones. Funny how these people use the race card as soon as a white person paints their face black, yet when they paint themselves white they think it's okay. If it's racist for us to paint our faces black, then it's racist for them to paint theirs white too. And I think they should fuck off back to Africa where they belong. And funnily enough, he's got a picture of Nick Griffin from BNP as his cap shop there, so clearly a racist, I presume. Well, the comment speaks for itself, it speaks volumes. And we have another one. Black your face up like a black man, see how long it takes to get arrested for being racist. I totally agree. I agree fully with that. I agree that if a white man dresses up and paints his face black, like a black and white minstrel show, all that shit, I believe that a white man would get crucified for it before a black man. If a black man did it, most people would laugh it off. But clearly this has angered black people and white people on the internet, or so they claim to be. Maybe a lot of it is just the PC brigade stirring shit up for people. Okay, so like I said, I know there might be people watching this video, white people who think that I'm a sellout because I guess I'm defending black people up to a degree. I don't give a fuck what you think. I defend everybody equally. I believe that a comedian has the right to go onto a comedy show and speak his mind. Freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of speech, freedom of thought. I believe in equality. That's what I believe in. I believe that if a white man wants to run down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning with a fucking spear in his hand, with his face painted black, chanting fucking cheetah noises from the jungle, I believe he has every right to. Yeah? So now what do you want to say about me, motherfuckers? You want to still state that I'm being, like, for black people? I don't give a fuck what colour you are. I believe in freedom of speech. Say and do what the fuck you want to say. As long as you don't, if you don't directly turn around to a black guy and call him the N-word or call him a black bastard or whatever or anything like that, I believe it's all fucking fair game. That's how I feel about it. And if you don't like it, tough shit. Go suck a fucking cock.